I'm writing stories again, very
Okay.
short ones, but stories
Okay.
again. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, no problem. Really proud of both of these guys and our whole team. I thought that was a really gutty performance. You know, we went down, I think, as much as 13 is what they said in the locker room. And I think a lot of teams, especially, you know, we're not young from he's got experience, he's starting to gain experience, but we are young and having played together, you know, and them, you know, having me coach them in the game and that type of thing. So I thought it showed a ton of grittiness and heart that we fought back like that. We talked about that all week in practice. Don't worry about anything, but let's compete at a high level, and I thought we did that tonight.
Well, Haanif, this is what I've been reading about.
Yeah.
Excellent game. What are your thoughts on Haanif tonight?
Well, we talk a lot with him, and he's done a good job of, you know, doing what we've asked him to do. I mean, he's playing as a big point guard. He's running the offense. He's trying to get guys open shots. But what you saw tonight, you know, when he drives it downhill and tries to get to the rim, there's not a lot of guys that can step in front of him. And what we tried to do is put these two guys both in a lot of action where they had to guard him coming off a ball screen and him popping in space. And, you know, these two make you look like a pretty good coach.
Absolutely. Casimir, huge plays, couple of they had flipped Haney and Haney back to Casimir, and then a steal up in them bounce pass and score, and then De Niro with his couple of steals at the end. Just talk about those two sequences, if you would.
Yeah, I think that's just two veteran guys really making plays. And to Cedric's credit, you know, they really tried to take him out of the game completely. They face guarded him the whole night because they're looking at the percentages. And I think tonight was a perfect example. These guys and I and the team have talked about this. You know, we don't care about – it's great that he had good numbers. We really don't care about that. We're a strength in numbers team, and when we get everybody healthy, we'll continue to run bodies and bodies and bodies. But I think those were two plays with Seth and De Niro both that they've both been in big games. You know, they've won championships, and they just went and made instinctive plays.
How important was this win for your team and your program right now?
I think every win's important, you know, but we talked all week about, you know, we didn't feel like we put a complete game together at Illinois State, and we're still right there. But we turned the ball over so much, and then these guys know this. We scored against Michigan State pretty much at will, but we weren't defending, we weren't rebounding. So all week in practice, we just kept saying, defend, rebound, share the ball. Defend, and I told them, I said, all I care about is competing. And I thought these guys especially, but our whole group really competed tonight.
37 all-in rebounds. You know, after what's been going on lately, you must be very delighted about that.
Well, you know, we like to get, you know, plus 10 if possible.
Right.
But yeah, we talk about that every night. We need to win the rebounding battle every night. I think we did win it at Illinois State, and then obviously we were out rebounded badly with Michigan State. So that's a big theme of our program because, as you guys know, we want to play faster. But I tell them all the time, you know, it's hard to play fast when you're getting the ball out of the net. It's a lot easier to run. You get a stop, let's go.
Haney, you feeling more comfortable out there, kind of with the new offense Michael has put in, et cetera, et cetera? Because you looked really good.
Yeah.
You're totally in the flow.
You know, the first 3 games, you know, I was a little getting nerves out of my system. You know, not playing for a whole half of the season. But you know, with the offense that we got, the players that we got, you know, it's always fun to play with these guys. And you know, you've seen tonight how competitive and how fun it could be.
Troy, you've been huge for this team through 3 games thus far. What's it like to be back out there, and how good does it feel to be contributing to this stuff?
Oh, well, it's really a lot. I haven't played in like a year and a half, so I'm just happy and excited to be back playing, and then that's pretty much it.
You went up against Don pretty much the whole game. What were your thoughts on that?
Oh, well, he's definitely a talented player. You know, I tried my best to just somehow get him out the game twice. But yeah, I mean, he's probably like my biggest matchup so far this year. So, I mean, throughout the game, it was pretty exciting to play against him.
Let's talk about the 2 halves. You know, 30 in the first half, 54 in the second half. What got this team to turn the page from the first half and just go off in the second half?
Well, we talked about it. We didn't stop anybody in the first half. They shot, I don't know what they ended up for the game, but they shot 52%, you know, in the locker room. And again, we tell our guys all the time, you know, we can run every break. I can tell them to push, and they know this. They've got ultimate freedom to go and make plays in our offense, but can't do that if you're not getting stops. And so I thought they locked down better defensively. And we told them too, and we talk about this with our depth, and we didn't even get to play as many guys as we normally do, but teams will wear down if you continue to push on them from an offensive standpoint and then pick up defensively. And again, we haven't gotten into everything we're going to do defensively in the full court yet, but we're hoping that's coming pretty soon.
What are your thoughts on Zach Scott in the first half?
Yeah, well, we know we're really high on both Zach and Caleb Cato both. I mean, I've got full confidence putting them in a game. I mean, you know, I think those guys have played in big games, and Zach specifically. You know, Zach played up his whole career from an AAU standpoint. He's played on a national stage. He's played with really good players. So we joke, the people that know Zach Scott, Haney's from the same area, we joke, if you play Zach Scott 10-plus minutes, he's probably going to give you 8 to 10 points in any game at any level.
Strong rebounding too. Some big rebounds in the first and second half. Looking next, going to the Gulf Coast Showcase. You got Toledo. We talked to Mike Don. He said the same thing. Get it out of your system. Another game coming soon. You know, you get 3 games in a row with this team. What are you looking for?
Just consistency. Again, defend, rebound. Tonight was a little bit of a strange deal because normally we want the ball moving around and flying around, and we're trying to run our offense more. Tonight, as you guys saw, you know, they were trying to pack everything in to keep us from being able to do what we normally do. So what we adjusted was, hey, we're going to put 2 of our better players in top ball screen action. There's not many guys that can stop him from getting downhill to his left hand, and if you do, you throw it back to this guy, and he can make quite a bit happen. And then they were sharing it with their teammates. So, you know, we're gonna enjoy this one tonight, but we're definitely gonna start. I'm gonna go home and start watching Toledo right now.
Dakota, I was surprised not to see him in the first half. He's not in trouble, is he?
No, I just think, you know, there's different ebbs and flows of every game, and we think that he can bring a lot to the table. But I really felt like tonight in this type of game, and again, Zach got minutes, but Dakota, Caleb, guys like that normally I would like to play more minutes. You know, you're playing the 4th-ranked mid-major team in the country, you know, with a guy like Dom and Jenkins. I really felt like we need to ride with guys that have been there before.
This is my last one. Is this kind of both either one of you? Is this what you envisioned when you came here? I know both of you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, playing in the Alico Arena when the crowd in the student section is going crazy, you know, you love it. You know, you love getting the crowd hyped. You know, like I think we went on a couple of runs when Seth had a layup and then a steal back to back. You see how, you know, hyped the crowd got. You know, and that's when you come. That's what you come play college basketball for. You know, the environment, and you know, it showed tonight in Alico.
Anybody else?
Good stuff, John.
Good?
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it.